What does it take to go from teenage refugee to multimillionaire entrepreneur? In today's episode, I sit down with Emil Juresic, founder of NGU Property, powerhouse developer, and living proof that resilience can rewrite any story. At 16, Emil fled war-torn Croatia and landed in Australia with nothing, no language, no money, just a drive to survive. Fast forward to today, and he's built an empire, brick by brick, choice by choice. This conversation is a masterclass in grit, growth, and what's possible when you refuse to be defined by your past. It's raw, it's real, and it's packed with a kind of energy that makes you want to get up and go. If you need a reminder that anything is possible, this is the episode. Welcome to this new episode of Lucky Last. Today, my guest is Emil Juresic. From refugee to real estate powerhouse, Emil has built an empire by refusing to quit. He is the founder of NGU, a billion-dollar real estate brand that stands for Never Give Up, and the co-founder of the One Life Club, where Australia's boldest minds come to play bigger. Emil lost everything at 30 and came back stronger. He turned rejection into a 25 million mansion and is now mentoring the next generation of disruptors. Today, we will talk about mindset, leadership, and disruption, but also what happens when you lose it all and choose to rise even bigger. Emil, welcome to Lucky Last.
Wow, thank you. I think even if I wrote that myself, wouldn't sound that good. It's amazing. Thank you so much. And it's a pleasure to be on your podcast. And I hope that even if one person can take something good away from this, which means your podcast has succeeded.
Absolutely.
And I always say, we all have in us to make an impact in somebody else's life. We just have to get ourselves out there to do. And quite often I say, every one of us can say something nice to somebody that can have impact on them, can potentially change direction of somebody's life. So hopefully this podcast might do that for someone.
I'm sure it will. Thank you so much. And thank you for having me here at your own studio in Brisbane. It's amazing.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And it's a pleasure.
Thank you. Let's start with the beginning. Can you tell me a bit more about your journey? You arrived in Australia when you were 16 years old as a refugee. Did you understand very early that you needed to hustle? You wanted to be successful more than the average?
I think from a very young age, my amazing father, my dad, he worked for somebody all his life. And I felt even at young age that my dad's journey is controlled by somebody else. And I felt that, you know what, for very young age, I am put on this planet to make a difference in my life, in other people's lives. And even from a very young age, I always felt I was different from any other kids. I didn't want to be average. I didn't want to be just normal kid. I wanted to always do more. I wanted to learn more. And coming to Australia, I knew that I'm destined to do great things, and I didn't want to let anything hold me back for me giving it all. Now, when you're age 16, the knowledge that you have is very little. You're still very young. You don't have the knowledge that I have today. All I had was will to succeed, will to give it a go, attitude of never giving up. And I knew I can work hard. And that's something that I have inherited from my dad, my uncles, my grandfather. They were all really hardworking. They were all workaholics, if anything. And I thought, you know what? For me to be successful, there's few things I need to do. For me to live life on my terms. One, I need to outwork anybody in any field. So whatever I want to do, I need to outwork my people I'm working with or my competition. And I knew that I just have to be open to learning. And I knew at such a young age that I need to get rid of the fear and not have anything hold me back. And I just wanted to go and grab this thing called fucking life with both of my hands and just give it a go. And here we are.
Yeah, and you did it.
And I fucking did it. I did it. I definitely did it.
So you talked openly about losing everything at 30. What was the first thing you did the morning after the loss?
Good question. So somebody said to me, Emil, you will not move forward with your life till the day that you admit that everything that has happened is your fault. So the first thing that I did the next morning it happened when I got financially burned. First thing you do, you blame everyone. It's that person's fault, they screwed me for money, that person's fault, they did this wrong by me. And till the day that I looked at myself in the mirror and said to myself, you know what? And when you can truly look at yourself in a mirror and not run away from that mirror, you have to see yourself in it, then you can see all the things come out. And then I say, you know what? It's all my fault. If somebody screwed me for money, if somebody did any damage, it's my weakness. I'll let them happen. Everything that happened in my young business life, it's my fault. So I had a choice when I got financially burned. One, buy myself a fucking rope, find a big tree, hang myself. Two, stay on the ground, keep complaining and beating myself up for the rest of my life. And three, use the knowledge that I gained throughout my young business life for better tomorrow. Use it as advantage. It's like training. If you want to be a great athlete, you lose a lot of races before you start winning, and you got to practice and train a lot. And I feel like that my young business life was all about me training for better things tomorrow. But one thing that I will say is anybody that wants to start their business young, they will fail, they will fuck up, and where they're going to get tested, how much strength they're going to have within them to keep getting back up again and again. And somebody said to me once, Emil, if people cut your hands and your legs off, you're still going to keep fucking going. I was like, exactly what I would do. What else do you have out of life? Because you have to remember, I was 16 when I came to Australia, and I gave it a go for 14 years. I worked fucking 7 days a week. At age 30, I got financially burned. And at age 45, you are talking to me in my own $25 million home. There's about $4 million worth of cars behind you. And I have a great business. I have a great partner. I have a great people that are working with me. Life is amazing. But the next thing is I'm going to be fucking 75 years old. And what then? I'm going to be dead. So if you don't enjoy the journey and everything that life has to offer, you will end up being 80, 90 years old and said, fuck, I wish I gave it a go. I wish I fucking got up and I failed. Fuck, I'm living my life fully every day. There's no wishing, I'm doing.
Looking back, do you think that your loss was necessary to reach your current level of income?
100%. Some people grow like this gradually. I am aggressive opportunist. When I grab something, I fucking grab it. When I love, when I work, I fucking work. So everything I'm doing, I'm so intensely fucking pushing all the way through. One thing, that character and personality like me, I had to be slapped in my fucking face to get up and keep going again. But saying that, earlier it happens in your life, more you learn, more mellow. I'm more now calculated how I do things, what I do, and I'm not in a rush to make any decisions. For example, in my younger years, when I was in my 20s, every opportunity that came to me, I had to fucking grab it with both hands. Now, with every opportunity that comes to me, if it doesn't tick all of the boxes, you know what, I don't mind missing it out. I still have my money in my account. I don't have to take every opportunity that comes my way.
So you said it before, you had to be accountable, you had to be resilient, you had to look yourself at the mirror and say, what the fuck happened? I'm going to move forward from that. I'm not going to have pity on myself. Is there any other mindset shifts that were non-negotiable after the loss?
My not negotiables are now, I refuse to spend time with people that don't bring either joy in my life or anything good and valuable in my life. If you're a bad person and you want to do business with me, I will tell you, go and fuck yourself. I'm not interested. I want to do business with good people. I want to have a good friends around me. Very few, not too many. But right now, I am very cautious who I open my door to. So that's non-negotiable. With me, I'm very cautious who I do business with. I'm cautious who I have in my circle. That's one. And two, I refuse to stress. Running your own business, even today, we have a few hundred staff. Running your own business, you deal with challenges on a daily basis. Business is not just roses and chocolates every fucking day and long lunches. You are being challenged on a daily basis, right? And I quite often say business is not for everyone. But I will say this, with me now, whatever the outcome is on a daily basis, I treat it with the same level. If I'm stressed, then I can't make good decisions. If I'm too excited, I can't make right decisions either. So I take every news equally now. So with me, I just refuse to stress because stress is the biggest cancer. I'm just solution driven. So Jesus, I can speak to you for days now. What have I learned from the past journey that I am better second time around? But I think the biggest thing that I realized then is true value of life. Life is not a rehearsal. We're not going to live once on this planet and say, hey, let's be born again. We might live on once you get to heaven or fucking hell. But on this world, there's only one shot at this life. And so with me, I didn't want to waste my life beating myself up. I just wanted to open my heart, my mind, and take every fucking road that's in front of me the best way I possibly can.
Every opportunity that presents.
I look at every opportunity. I don't say yes to every one of them, but I don't say no. Every time I speak to somebody, I'll listen, and then I evaluate what's good and what's bad for me.
So what advice would you give to someone who feels like they are at rock bottom right now with no roadmap, like you've been?
I would ask them, how does it feel? How does it feel?
Terrible, I guess.
Well, do you enjoy being at the rock bottom?
No.
Well, what the fuck are you going to do about it to get out of it? So, choices. One, keep feeling sorry for yourself. Get into that victim mentality. Beat yourself up. Blame the fucking world why you fucked up. Or just get up. Get the fuck up and keep fucking moving forward. Find the solutions. How you going to get yourself out of the shithole? And guess what? No one is going to rescue you. No one is going to help you. Nobody's going to fucking throw a life jacket so you can save yourself from the fucking mud that you are in. Lift your fucking head up, and there's a blue sky out there. Just get a fucking hunt for it. So the tunnel that you are in, if you dig deep enough, light will come out. Now there's a fucking tunnel between France and Switzerland, or from between Switzerland and Italy. It's like fucking 50 kilometers long. When you're driving through that tunnel, you really think there's no fucking end. You're driving 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes, the better. How long is this? Soon enough, more you keep driving, the tunnel, the light comes out. So that's what life is all about. So fuck your victim mentality. Don't look for the reasons why you can't succeed again. Look for the reasons why you fucking can.
That's good. Powerful. Let's talk a bit about NGU. You built NGU based on the idea of never give up. How does that mantra apply to your leadership day to day?
Oh, interesting. You should ask my videographer on the right-hand side, how is my leadership? By the way, Scott, if you said anything bad, you're fucking fired today, immediately. Actually, you know what? We do need this edited, so you're still employed for the day. Look, to be honest, I think with myself, I always believe I like to be firm but fair leader. I used to say, you know what? Those days of people working really hard, 12, 15 hours a day, being so dedicated, those days are over. And a friend of mine would say, hey, Emil, we can't expect people to be today the way they used to be 20, 30 years ago. And he would say, you know what? We have to get used to people working 8 hours a day or 2 hours a day or 4 hours a day, and we just have to get best out of them in that time. I say, no. I only want to fucking have best players in my organization. If you want to be average, look for work elsewhere. If you want to play fucking football or soccer for, is it PSG, the French team who just won Champions League?
Yes.
You can't be second best. You can't be third best. You got to be fucking best. Period. So my leadership is I only want to have people that thrive to be better today than they were fucking yesterday. And my leadership is, what can I do to bring best out of fucking you tomorrow? What can I do now? What can I do now? So my style of leadership is just putting this in my employee's head. Hey, let me make something very clear. And I say this in start of every conversation with anybody new. Let's get this clear. Every day is 24 hours in a day. 80% of your day, while you're alive, while you're awake, is work. When you're sleeping, you're fucking dead. 80% of your day. So in the morning, you wake up, you're getting ready to go to work. Then you're driving half an hour to 1 hour in traffic to get to work. Then you work all day till 5:30, 6 o'clock, and then you're driving home half an hour to 1 hour to get home. By the time you get home, it's 7 o'clock. You're awake for 2 hours max, and you're fucking dead again. So 80% of your day while you're awake, it's about work. So do you want to fucking waste your life away? Do you want to waste 80% of your life? If the answer is no, fucking either enjoy working with people around you or get the fuck out and be lazy elsewhere.
So this is probably something that you don't compromise when you are hiring a new team member.
You either want to play with the best or go join the rest, because we ain't the rest.
Did you make any leadership mistake early on?
Every day I make them today. I am human. My leadership skills right now, I like to think I'm good at finding people that are smarter and better than me in their own fields that they specialize in. So I like to think I'm the dumbest fucking person in my business. I'm just good that I can recognize and put my ego aside. And a lot of leaders, they think I know it all, I'm better than everybody else. No, it's me. If I employ you, how can you be better than me in whatever you're doing? And I need you to have a freedom of thinking. I need you to have a freedom of being creative, because of me, we got 400 or 500 staff. And when you have that many staff, when everybody's using their minds, you know how rich we are and powerful as a company? Massive. We are force. But if I'm trying to make everybody think the way I'm thinking, that will make me as a bad leader. So right now, my key is how can I find people that are better than me? And so that way I work less and I have more time to think. But saying that, did I make mistakes? Do I make mistakes? I'm human. One thing that I do, every mistake that I make, I don't dwell on it. I see how can I improve and don't make that mistake again. Any leader that tells you I don't make any mistakes is full of shit.
Agree. I heard this before, and it's quite new, saying that I'm not the best at everything, but I'm hiring people to be the best at what they do.
Of course. But the key is to recognize where's your weakness.
Yes.
Because I can spend so much time doing something that I'm not so great at, and outcome will never be best. I mean, imagine if I'm editing this video.
Yeah.
Scott would fucking laugh. And I can spend all the time in the world and it wouldn't be as good outcome as Scott's.
How do you do when you start, when you are at the early stage of your business? How do you do because at that time you do everything?
Which is a good thing, because it gets to test yourself. And when you start any business, you don't have the resources that you will have in 20 years down the track when your business is established. So on start, have to force yourself to do everything. And you have to force yourself to love doing things that you fucking hate doing. But do you know what I mean? Because you're not going to love every part of the journey. But when you can afford, you have to ask yourself, okay, if I outsource this part of my business to somebody else, can I utilize my time elsewhere that's going to be more productive, that's going to give me better return on my time, so I can afford to pay somebody else to do something? And you got to not get emotionally attached to your business, thinking that you know it all and you have to do everything, even when you can afford to engage somebody else to do it.
Yeah. Let's talk about innovation. I believe NGU is known for its bold marketing. What role has content and storytelling played in your growth? Because you have 650,000 followers on Instagram. You are sharing a lot about you.
The thing is, we are living in the best and most dangerous times when it comes to business. Best is everybody's accessible. Every business owner is utilizing either Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. Everybody's accessible and you can reach pretty much anybody in this world that you want to or through different channels. Because everybody is on social media. If you are creative enough and authentic enough, you will find your own audience, right? But the key is for you to be you, not to be somebody else. The reason why I said it's so dangerous because AI is changing the world, and one thing that I don't see many people adapting to all the changes that are happening around them. The dangerous part is with all the changes that are happening, if you don't adapt to all the software and AI programs that are out there, you become a fucking dinosaur tomorrow. So I think now more than ever, building your own brand as an individual is powerful. It's more powerful for you to build your own brand as an individual than your company's brand. Like right now with the social media following that I've created, whatever business I start, I have an audience, right? But the key is for me to be active enough for my audience not to get fucking bored with me and go elsewhere. It's an interesting time ahead.
So you said it, like it's changing, the landscape is changing, but real estate industry is traditionally conservative.
It's boring as fuck.
It takes years to make them adapt themselves to new software.
That's why over 9 years, the company that we have established, our 12 real estate offices are probably bigger than our competitors' 50 to 100. Because every change that is happening in the market, we are fucking grabbing it with both hands. And you have to remember, a lot of other companies being run by people that are 70, 80 years old, that think what worked 5 years ago is still working today. What worked 2 fucking years ago is dead today. If you come as a business owner, if you come to the stage where you're not picking up what's in the market today, fire yourself, employ somebody more capable than you who will take and adopt to every fucking change in front of you. Otherwise, your 100-year-old company will be dead tomorrow and you'll be fucked, be unemployed.
Do you think that this helps NGU grow? I work in real estate for many years. I know how difficult it is to make people get updated with technology, get updated with new way to show listing, thinking a bit out of the box. Do you think that your mentality and the way things and how you adapt to new technology helped NGU to grow?
Look, I was always leading by example. And when I say to people, you should use this, I was using it. When I was training my real estate agents to be one of the best in sales, I was one of the best in sales. So when I was giving them advice, I had enough credibility for them to listen. But look, to be honest, in every business, everything starts from the top, right? If the leader is not getting their team to embrace the change, or that means he's not changing himself.
That's what most people do in the industry.
It's in any industry, right?
Especially.
Most people in any business, in any field are conservative. With me, fuck that. How do we fucking move the boundary? It's like putting this water, this is safe. It's not going to go anywhere. But let's see how much you can push it to this edge. Look at this, it's shaking. Like even I'm nervous watching it. A little bit more is falling. And we have to be on the edge every single minute when it comes to any industry.
If you were starting NGU today from scratch, is there one thing that you will do differently?
Having knowledge that I have today, I would do everything differently because when I started, I didn't have the knowledge that I have today. And looking back, you would capitalize on all the mistakes that you made so you can avoid them and you can grow faster. Look, generally speaking, I liked how I was leading the company, and I liked how I was always, most of the best agents that we have, we build them up from nothing. They were not even real estate agents. We have, for example, one gentleman, Jason Yang, he came to me about 3 years ago, and he was only making $100,000 somewhere else, which is not bad money. Last 12 months, he made $4 million. So what we have done, what we have achieved, I'm happy. Could we have done things better? Yes. Would I do things differently if I was starting again? Of course. I can write you a list 600 pages long, every single thing I would do differently. But in overall, how we have pulled off what we have done and the company that we have built, I'm extremely grateful and happy.
Okay. You are the co-founder of the One Life Club, where you help others build a lifestyle and a career and grow their business. Can you tell me more about it?
My business partner, an amazing human, Simon Bede, we have just built amazing community of like-minded business people that want to help each other, push each other, make sure that they don't become relevant or not relevant today. We just created an amazing community of good business people. There's no bullshit artists, no wannabe business people, no scammers. We have almost, right now, we have about close to 500 amazing members with average turnover of above $10 million. And all of us combined, we employ 25, 30,000 people. So we are not mentoring platform. We are not coaches. We simply build unbelievable community where almost 500 people are supporting one another on a daily basis. How can we all do things better? So with our members, what we have, we build our own online platform like Facebook or LinkedIn just for our members, where our members are communicating every day. They're troubleshooting, they're supporting each other on a daily basis, and then all members have access to each other as well so they can communicate directly. And then every week, we have live Zoom calls with all of our members. Every week, we pick a topic that's relevant to everyone. So to make sure we all stay relevant and we just have a discussion so we can all get better as a business owners. And this is not just Simon or myself teaching people. This is everybody that can contribute to conversation that we're having. Then we have a monthly in-person meetups. In-person meetups are health-related. Our members meet 7 o'clock in the morning. We start with ice bath, steam room, saunas, everything health-related, followed by breakfast, and then more members are going to work. And then we have summits twice a year. Our next one we have in Queenstown, where we're going to have a few hundred people for 3 days, strategizing how can we do better in our businesses. And when you have a few hundred people in one room, and they're all heavily in business, even if everybody was on mute for 3 days, the energy there is insane. Our members are loving those, and then all the members, we set them up their own advisory board made out of business people like them, where they meet once a month over Zoom and discuss, troubleshoot any issue anybody's having, and or pressure test any business ideas that we have. So that's what One Life Club is all about. It's just a thriving community of business people. Because in business, let me tell you, if you want to start your business tomorrow, anyone, it's going to be a fucking lonely game. Because unless you're fucking standing strong at your fucking desk or in your office or field or whatever it is, nobody's going to come and fucking rescue you. It's a fucking lonely game. And what we wanted to create is just a community where, you know what, us as a business owners, fuck being lonely. We have right people around us that will push us to the places where we have never been. That's what One Life Club is all about.
So it's a way to share your knowledge and give back to the...
Of course, support one another. And to us, there's just a tough process who we let in. People have to have a minimum $1 million turnover in their business. They have to be interviewed with our team, and then Simon and myself have to approve them before they become members. We simply want to have a team around.
Let's talk about inspiration, because you need to have serious inspiration to be where you are today. Who is inspiring you today, and how do they impact you?
Every person, including you today. So people ask me, who's my mentor? Everyone I meet. If you meet every day 20 people, and if you just can learn one thing from every individual, they're all your mentors. I mean, you're going to learn good and bad things from people, right? If you learn something bad, you still learn how not to do that shit that somebody else has done. So with me, everybody's inspiring me. And every day I meet somebody new with that. And Everyone has a story, including yourself. You all have a story. You all have a story, and with me, everybody's inspiring me. My biggest inspiration is just me realizing, hey, Emil, you're 46 today. You feel great today, but tomorrow you might be fucking dead. The bullet that's going to kill you has already been fired. And when you're going to go, who fucking knows?
Where do you see yourself and NGU in 10 years?
Myself, I just want to continue being happy. I want to continue living life on my terms. I don't want to say financially, I want to have 10 billion or any other crap. I just want to continue doing what makes me happy at the time that I'm living. So with me, I am exactly where I want to be at this stage of my life. And I want to do the same, I want to say the same thing in 10 years' time. NGU as a company, our focus is to keep employing and finding amazing people, and NGU itself as a group will just keep going in the direction where amazing people take. And we want to fucking go far. As long as we keep having fun and keep enjoying the journey. Not just myself, all of the people within our business.
Okay. Now, you can see behind me, there is beautiful cars. You make a lot of money. How do you stay grounded?
I came to Australia as a refugee. I came to this country with nothing. I grew up. For a couple of years, there was a civil war. There was, for 3-4 years, we had no electricity, no clean water. I was just grateful to be alive. I was grateful that this amazing country called Australia gave opportunity to my mom, dad, my brother, and myself to move here. And how can I be an arrogant fuck? There's enough assholes in this world. We don't need another one. To me, every person is equal. Yourself, billionaire, my receptionist, everybody's equal. Everybody's equal human. If I have more money than somebody else, it doesn't mean I'm smarter than them or I'm a better person than them. We're all equal. And maybe I'm just a little bit better in the field that I'm in. But nurse, if somebody's a nurse and she is way more fucking talented and better than I am because she's saving lives, what am I fucking doing? Just making money in business. So I am no better to the next person. Period. End of the day, all this shit, all these cars behind you, do you think I'm going to take all that to grave?
No.
I was born naked, and it's exactly how I'm going to go fucking 10 feet under. And I'm gone. Only thing we're going to take with us when we are dead is the good things we have done in our life. Period.
Said. For someone who is listening right now on the edge of a long leap but holding back, what would you tell them?
How does it feel to hold back? How the fuck does it feel to hold back? Does it feel amazing? Fuck no. It doesn't. Rip that fucking holding back bullshit and just take this life with both hands, because guess what? If you don't do anything about it, next year and year after, you're going to be in the same place, still holding back. And I want to ask you, in 2 years, in 3, in 5, how does it feel? You're still going to feel shit. So might as well fucking take action today and don't hold back, man. Because you're only once 20 years old. You're only once 25 years old. You're only once 30 years old.
Yeah, I have no regret.
Fuck regrets. Everything bad that happened to you, every shit that you have done has made you into the person you are today.
Absolutely. This is why I launched my podcast and I decided to quit as well. I'm like, that's enough of this life that I don't like. I want to do something that I really like.
That's meaningful.
Impactful. Exactly. Yes. If there is one thing an entrepreneur needs to do to grow, what will it be?
Surround himself with people that will make him or make her better tomorrow.
Okay. Any other advice for anyone listening?
Live life to the fullest and never give up. Period.
Emil, thank you so much for this interview. I loved it. Very honest, very true. I think there is a lot of takeaways. The first one is go, don't think, just do it. Start.
100%.
Start. Even if you have nothing and you don't feel you are ready, you need to start and stop having self-pity for yourself. You can do better. You will go somewhere. Just keep pushing.
100%.
Thank you so much, Emil.
Thank you for having me on your podcast.
Thank you.
Boom.
Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Lucky Last. If you enjoyed today's conversation, remember to subscribe or follow me on your favorite podcast platform. And if you are more of a visual learner, you can catch the video version of this episode on my YouTube channel. Just search for Lucky Last and hit subscribe to never miss an episode. As always, your support means the world to me. So until next time, keep chasing your dreams and embracing those lucky last chances. See you soon!